Bowie. Bowie's receiving the University of Auckland Top Achiever Scholarship valued at $20,000. Patrick has been awarded a full 4-year scholarship for Butler University, Indianapolis, USA. Jono is receiving the University of Canterbury Hirangi Scholarship for Academic Excellence valued at $5,000. Reese is receiving the University of Canterbury Go Waitaha Canterbury valued at $5,000. Frankie is receiving the University of Canterbury Kaitoku Māori Scholarship valued at $6,000. Clarinda is receiving the University of Canterbury Go Waitaha Canterbury valued at $5,000 and also the University of Canterbury Haranga Scholarship for Academic Excellence, an additional $5,000. Students come forward, please. Mackenzie Hobbs, Nala Villamu, Mika Christensen, Caitlin Melinda, Aidan Romain, Nira Gunn. Mackenzie receives the Victoria University Totoweka Scholarship valued at $5,000. Nala receives the Victoria University Totoweka Pacifica Scholarship valued at $5,000. Maka receives the Victoria University Tangiwai Scholarship valued at $5,000. Caitlin receives the Victoria University Tangiwai Scholarship valued at $5,000. Aidan receives the Victoria University Tangiwai Scholarship valued at $5,000. Nina receives the Victoria University Tangiwai Scholarship valued at $5,000. Lauren Jones, Paige Cull, Sophia Gloshnik, Caleb Lopez Sanchez, Cassie Toto. Patrick, could you come forward as well? We're going to go backwards. You may have missed yours scholarship. So, as called out earlier, Patrick, come forward. So we're acknowledging your being awarded the Butler University Scholarship from the USA, which is a full 4-year scholarship. Well done. Lauren is receiving the University of Otago Vice Chancellor's Scholarship valued at $5,000. Paige Page is receiving the University of Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Entrance Scholarship valued at $6,000. Sophia is receiving the University of Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Entrance Scholarship valued at $6,000. Caleb is receiving the University of Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Entrance Scholarship valued at $6,000. Cassie is receiving the University of Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Entrance Scholarship valued at $6,000. Lachlan Gardner, Tristan Sherrill, Declan Murphy. Lachlan is receiving the University of Otago 150th Entrance Scholarship valued at $13,000. Tristan's receiving the University of Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Scholarship valued at $20,000. Declan is receiving the University of Otago Academic Excellence Entrance Scholarship valued at $35,000. Presentations of the student leaders of 2020. So I'm going to call our this year's student leaders up, and we will be presenting them with the college scarf. Okay. So can I have Abby Bertham? Abby is the principal's. Oh, sorry, she's receiving the principal's prize for head of facilitators.
We'll just keep it.
We'll
keep it moving. Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask Aidan Romain, Frankie Coles, Tristan Sherrill, Molly Block to come forward, please? These students are all receiving principal prizes for community captains. So Aidan, Frankie, Tristan, Molly. Can I ask Rakura Drake, Andre Lawrence, Jordan Oki to the stage, please? These students are receiving principal prizes for cultural captains. So Rakura, Anyali, Jordan. Mackenzie Hobbs, Caitlin Melinda, Logan Lockyer. Each of these students are receiving principal prizes for art captains. Mackenzie, Caitlin, Logan. Sophie Patterson and Sean Verhoeven. Sophie and Sean are receiving principal prizes for being sports captain. Moving to our house captains now, can I ask Emma Joss, Livia Muller, Blood, James Berald forward, please. These are the house captains for Rongamai and are receiving their principal prizes. So Emma, James, Livia. Halia Zerafat, Latara Puruwaka, Knox Tuinaso, our house captains of Kotukutuku, and they are receiving their principal prizes as well. Halia, Latara, and Knox. Zoe Lavery, Darren Valanico, Saskia Young. These are your house captains of Tarewa, and they are receiving their principal prizes. Zoe, Darren, Saskia. And I ask Cassie Dow, Ryan Gregg, Joshua Waterhouse. These are the house captains of Whaitiri, and they are receiving their principal prize also. Cassie, Ryan, and Joshua. Annabelle Yankova, Caleb Lopez Sanchez. Annabelle receives principal prize for deputy head girl. Caleb receives principal prize for deputy head boy. Lachlan Gardner and Cassie Toto. Lachlan receives principal prize for head boy. And Cassie, principal prize for our head girl. We have one more award that will need to be presented, and I feel bad that Ms. Stonehouse isn't being able to be up here on the stage because she is the senior leader in charge of the winning house, and it is Whaitiri this year. Well done. It appears we're missing some students off our list for our international captains. Yeah. So if they could come forward, please.
Oh, sorry.
All right, here. So is Zoe? Oh, sorry.
Bowie.
Bowie. Bowie. Abby. All right. Thank you very much. Continue with the special awards. Can I invite Sayora Shudo, Brenna Chatterton, and Jack Rowe to the stage, please? We'll start with Sayori. Sayori receives a prize for being the International Student of the Year, plus a scholarship from Victoria University valued at $10,000. Brenna receives the New Zealand School of Tourism Scholarship. Jack receives the Jason Donovan Trophy for Supported Learning Student who strives to achieve academic, sport and cultural excellence. Can I ask Brenna Akabi and Patrick Joss to come forward, please? These awards come with a short citation, so I'll just ask you to pause with Mr. Steve while you're up here. Brenna, please come forward. Brenna is receiving the ANZ Sportswoman of the Year Award. This is just a snapshot of the many incredible achievements across this sports person's performances this year. In handball, she's part of the Hunters handball side that won the Wellington Regional Competition, selected for the New Zealand Under-18 Women's Handball side to attend the Women's Youth World Handball Championship in Croatia. Those World Games were scheduled to be held in August. Winner of the College Sport Wellington Handball Player of the Year Award. In netball, she's a mainstay of the Paraparaumu College Senior A netball side in 2020, who competed in the College Sport Wellington competition and Netball Carpi Premier competition. The senior A side finished runners-up in the Netball Carpi Premier Grade and 5th in the College Sport Wellington Regional Sports Competition. Brenna brought out 100 games for the senior A netball side in 2020, selected for the Cook Island Under-21 National Netball Team in February 2020, and in touch, part of the Paraparaumu College Mixed Touch Team who won the College Sport Wellington Regional Touch Tournament and qualified for the New Zealand Secondary Schools National Touch Tournament in Rotorua. Congratulations, Brenna. Patrick has been awarded the ANZ Sportsman of the Year. This is just a snapshot of his many incredible achievements this year. He's a member of the Tawa Premier 1 winning tennis team, winner of the Central Tennis Elite Junior Singles title, runner-up in the ITF Junior Singles and Doubles tournaments held in Auckland and Christchurch, selected for the New Zealand Under-18 tennis team to tour Malaysia in February 2020. He's ranked 4th in the New Zealand Tennis Junior rankings. He is ranked 346th in the World Tennis Junior rankings. He is the winner of the College Sport Wellington Tennis Player of the Year award. Congratulations, Patrick. Can I invite Halia Serafats, Mackenzie Hobbs, Bowie Lee, Cassie Dow, Molly Block, Clarinda Montella to the stage, please. For these next awards, can we just we'll hold the applause to the end of the group. Halia receives the Paper Plus Scholarship for all-round school spirit and service contribution. Mackenzie receives the Paper Plus Scholarship for all-round school spirit, service contribution. Bowie receives the Paper Plus Scholarship for all-round school spirit, service contribution. Cassie receives the Paper Plus Scholarship for all-round school spirit, service contribution. Molly receives the Paper Plus Scholarship for all-round school spirit, service contribution. Clarinda receives the Paper Plus Scholarship for all-round school spirit, service contribution. Aidan Romain, Emma Joss, Caitlin Melinda, Leilani Ferran. Aidan receives the Murray Family Scholarship to support students in tertiary education. Emma receives the Murray Family Scholarship to support students in tertiary education. Caitlin receives the Murray Family Scholarship to support students in tertiary education. Leilani receives the Murray Family Scholarship to support students in tertiary education. Sophie Dick, Aidan Romain, Zoe Gibbs, Patrick Joss, and Ryan Greig, please. Sophie receives the Avril Ethel Scholarship for a student who is doing further study in horticulture-related field. Aidan receives the Shaz Patterson Memorial Scholarship for a student who wishes to further follow their passion in performing arts or music. Zoe receives the Waikanae Garden Circle Scholarship for further education and conservation. Patrick receives the Parents Association Sporting Scholarship for tertiary study. Ryan receives the Parents Association Sporting Scholarship for tertiary study. Tristan Sherry, Frankie Coles, Joshua Waterhouse. receives the Lions Club of Waikanae Scholarship for tertiary study. Frankie receives the Paraparaumu RSA Memorial Scholarship for tertiary study. Joshua receives the Paraparaumu RSA Memorial Scholarship for vocational course of all training. Cassie Toto, Nala Viliamu, Abby Bertham. Cassie receives the Argyle Manufacturing Scholarship for tertiary study. Nala receives the Rotary Club of Waikanae School Leader Scholarship. Abby receives the Rotary Club of Kapiti Selwyn Hyde Memorial Scholarship. Following awards come with citations, and I'm just going to locate them on my phone. So, this student will be receiving the Te Aku Pātui Award. It is for a graduating Māori student who displays the qualities of Paraparaumu College's Great Learner Profile and embodies Paraparaumu College's vision for Māori students achieving success as Māori. This year, recipient has displayed resilience and absolute determination to gain a solid education. They are a conscientious and highly self-motivated student who has overcome significant challenges to gain the education they strive to achieve. They are a reliable and dedicated student who has blossomed into a confident person with a clear vision of their future and commitment to focus to make that happen. They are articulate and empathetic towards others. The winner of this award is a student who has made a substantial contribution to school and community life on the coast over the last few years. This year's recipient has received across the curriculum and been involved in, achieved across the curriculum and been involved in many aspects of the extracurricular life of the college, including organising the blood drive and collectors for charities, as well as care packages for women's refuge. She is supportive of kapahaka and embraces tikanga Māori, helping to create and make the kapahaka costumes for regional competition. She has embodied Paraparaumu College's Great Learner attributes of critical thinking, curiosity, resilience, focus, self-management and collaboration. The 2020 winner of Te Aku Pātui Award for Learning and Leadership is our 2020 Community Captain, Frankie Cole. There are 4 awards for all-round excellence in Year 13 in 2020. The first is the Milne Trophy and Parents Association Scholarship for Citizenship Contribution to College Life. This year goes to a student who is a student leader and has represented the college at many events this year, has volunteered their time for a number of fundraising and charity events, was involved in That's Outstanding as a performer, and many other events backstage. His strong service ethic has seen him involved in the Year 8 orientation, Safe Schools, Arts Committee, Student Council, Tech Crew, to name a few. Academically, he has already received awards which reflect his achievement and endeavour. He came first in the Year 13 triathlon. He is kaya for the college kapahaka. Outside of school, he serves as a KYS youth representative, has helped out as a tech crew at Kapiti College, Dapper and Southwards, and competes as well as teaches karate, being a second black belt himself. A most successful, talented young man with immense determination, drive, energy and expertise. He is already a successful leader, and he is destined to be a high performer in the future. The winner of the Milne Trophy for Citizenship, Contribution to the College and Parents Association Scholarship for Citizenship and Contribution to the College Life in 2020 is head boy Lachlan Gardner.